It's Wednesday, and it's time to get a little wacky. It's Wacky Wednesday with Bumper Gomez. You never know what you're going to get from this former U.S. Marine that has a passion for Tejano culture and gets you up close and personal with your favorite Tejano stars and so much more. Unfiltered Wacky Wednesday with Bumper Gomez starts now.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. My week has been full of, well, I've been on the road a lot. I've been definitely on the road a lot, and it doesn't end. This weekend, I got a big event to do on Saturday. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but yeah, welcome. If you're joining us for the first time on David or Richie's behalf, welcome to the show. My name is Bumper Gomez, and you're watching Wacky Wednesday. This is a podcast I started some time back. It's been a while, and just I've been on a roll with some musicians, some great musicians, and this week it doesn't change. I have some more great musicians with you guys to come out and hang out with you guys. I hope you guys are gonna. Well, you guys, you'll enjoy the show. I was just telling the gentleman here that, you know, people always ask, like, Bump, do you get nervous before you do a show? My mom always asks, like, you get nervous before you do a show? And I'm like, no, not really. And I don't. I honestly, I don't, just because, you know, I honestly don't have a script. I'm literally, I just told these guys, we're here. We just shoot the shit. What you get is what you see. Or what you see is what you get. You see what I mean? It's live, bro.
It's live, baby.
But I'd just like to welcome everybody to the show. I just asked for one thing only. The only thing I asked for you to do all night is for you to share this. Wherever you can share it, share it. I love keeping my culture alive, and I love keeping our music alive. That's the real reason that I do this podcast. And, you know, these guys are big time musicians in the genre of music that I love. So without further ado, tongue twister. Without further ado, my guest tonight, I told Richie, I'm sorry, Richie, I didn't have him in the picture.
That's all right, man, you know.
But
thought I'd pop in.
Yeah, I didn't have him in the picture. So, but because David was originally doing it, and he calls and he's like, "Hey, bro, you mind if my brother comes?" Like, dude, bring everybody. Bring the primos, the tios, whoever you want, bro. Bring them up, bro.
It's nothing new, guys. I'm never in the picture, if y'all notice. So I'm used to it.
You're used to it. You're in the back. You're in the background, right, Richie?
I do my job, go home.
There you go, baby. There you go. So again, welcome to the show. Members of the group LaDezz, Richie, David. I even got it fancied. Watcha?
No.
Yeah. Almost.
He knows what he's doing
David,
over
you're the only one that's a little bit off, David. You're like,
Oh. Yeah, scoot over, bro.
That's my name. That's my name right there.
Look right there. Not right there, right there.
Gentlemen, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you guys got to.
What's going on, Bubba? You all right?
Shit, dude. Are you all right, bro?
Man, I'm all right now.
You doing good?
I'm doing good, Bubba. Thank you for having us, man.
Man, no, thank you guys for coming, bro. Dude, to be honest with you, I'm gonna get on your brother real quick.
Oh, hell
that's
yeah,
cool.
Man, go ahead, man.
All right. I reached out to LaDezz. Shit, bro. It's been a while. It's been a good while, and we were going somewhere with it, but I think you guys got busy, and you know what I mean. It's like
it's everybody's schedules, man. It's hard to get everybody, because you can see it's just us here. Everybody's doing the thing, and I know when you came to me, you're like, "Bro, we got to do this." I'm saying, "Man,
he came to you."
Yeah, he came to me.
you see, that's what I told you.
No.
I came to him first.
No,
Yeah,
I thought Mark Hill.
I knew who ran the show, dog. I knew who ran the show.
Yeah, he
I
does.
was like, I'll get with the guys, man. We can all get together. It'll be amazing if we can all get together. But we're everywhere. Like I said, me and him now are in Abilene, and they're here, and we got everybody, you know, scattered around Texas. Yeah. But
so, and that means a lot to me, bro. Like, these guys literally just drove from Abilene, Texas, West Texas, to get here. You know, I think they have. Yeah, guys have a gig, right, coming up.
We have a gig tomorrow.
Where at?
Here in San Antonio,
Right
Texas,
here,
at Social Spot. Yeah, downtown. So
Nice.
If y'all in the house,
Tomorrow,
if y'all in the area, y'all come out to Social Spot tomorrow. I think
right.
the gates or doors open 7:30.
Yeah, I think around that time. But yeah, but we came in a day early, man, to come kick it with Bumper, man, and kick it with my boy and see what's going on, man.
Bro. And when you told me that, like, I'm driving from Abilene, I was like, a la madre, bro. That's not.
I took off work, bro.
If you were like coming from Floresville or something, I'd be like, okay, cool.
I was in the concrete, and then I told my primo, hey, I gotta go do an interview, and he was like, man. Shout out to my primo.
Hey, man, you know what? We were talking off the air. You know what I mean? And it's already starting, right?
Yeah, man.
It's already. Yeah.
Sorry.
There it goes. I'm watching it. I'm watching it right now as it falls.
Limp biscuit.
It's going limp, guys.
It's going limp. But no, gentlemen, again, man, welcome here to the show. I know you guys drove from far, and I greatly appreciate that, man. I really do. If you are a fan of Tejano music and you've never seen these two faces, are you really a fan? Just saying.
Are you?
Are you really a fan? And
that is the question.
That is the question. I'm gonna tell you guys this, bro. Every time that I've seen you guys live, no bullshit. Every time that I've seen you guys live, you guys impress me. Like if I go see you guys on Thursday, you're gonna impress me more than when I saw you last week.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
And you know, Tejano music. I always talk about culture, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people, when they think Tejano music, they automatically think of a cowboy hat, boots, that. What I love about LaDezz, it ain't that. You know what I mean? These dudes bring great Tejano music. Homie's got braids on right now, you know what I mean? So, you know, Richie, what are you gonna say, Richie? I'm just in the back, bro. I'm just in the back.
I'm just in the back, bro. I don't want to do that. He's got some good hair. I'm losing mine. It's all good, man.
But no, man. Where I'm getting at with it is like I dig the style.
Yeah,
man. I dig the style of you know what you guys bring to the table, your look, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just for me, it's just great because we're a melting, like our culture's the same, like, you know what I'm saying? Chicano culture, Tejano, it's kind of the same, but you guys are a part of it. You know what I mean? It's not, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I think people see Tejano music and think, oh, everybody wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah, like my brother always says this, man, Markel, you know, I mean, he has a good analogy about it. You know, Tejanos are just, we're everything. You know, we're a mixture of everything. We love country, we love R&B. We come from all kinds of music. You know, when we were growing up, we listened to everything, man. I mean, we were listening to Jim Croce, man. My dad had Jim Croce on, John Denver. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, just had so much different. Tejano, of course, mariachi. I mean, there was so many different musics going on, you know, genres of music in our household. And I think that's with everybody, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody has had that, you know, growing up, you know, and we just like to, you know, mix it all together, man, and you know, and
put it in our
different styles, and you know, have a different look. I think everybody in the band, each individually has their own look. You know, Lisa has her own look. Richie has his own look.
Richie, I thought you the man. You're supposed to like line them up and say, all right, you guys are all wearing blue sparkly shirts,
purple shirts today,
some spandex.
That's not my call, man.
Markel's, he wanted to wear spandex last Thursday, bro. I said, no Speedos on stage, bro.
That's not my call, bro. No
shout out to Markel, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Markel, wherever you're at, brother. You should be here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
But it's cool. It really is. Like, I like to touch on that just because, you know, I'm one of those guys that just, I see everything. Like, I'm not just there for the music. I'm there for the entertainment. You know, you guys are entertainers. And like I said, man, every time that I've been to a show, you guys have just impressed me more and more and more every single time. And I think what it is to the fans, I really think what it is what David just said, is that they're a variety. Like, I don't want to say the word top 40 because that's to me, that's not, these guys can play anything. And Shelly LaDezz was sitting right there where you're at a few weeks back, and she says something that stuck in my head, and it's stuck in my head ever since. Tejano musicians, you guys, are unique in the United States because Tejano musicians can play anything,
Oh yeah.
right? You guys can play any kind of music, but if you go get an R&B musician,
Yeah.
bring him into the Tejano world,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't, what is this? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, man.
So you know, you
right.
guys are all around an all around musician. Nobody can touch us.
Right.
Not us, because I'm not a musician, but you know
Throw
what I
yourself
mean.
in there, bro. Just throw yourself
So
in there.
yeah.
So John, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So there you go. There goes the mic. Dude, I'm gonna have to hang like a sandbag on that son of a gun or something.
We're gonna make it.
Is it tight?
We're gonna make it work.
There you go. Make it work. All right. But gentlemen, if you don't mind me asking, dude, how long have you guys? How old are you guys?
I'm 21 years old.
You're not girls, so I can ask you. You're dudes, bro. I can ask the
I
question.
would say we were past 30 and before 50.
I just turned 21.
So y'all make the guess.
My brothers are
I just had a
30
birthday.
years older than me.
Yeah.
Are you, David? You're the youngest,
I'm the youngest, man.
the baby.
I'm the baby.
Then I'm the Jan Brady of the bunch.
He's the
And
middle
then
one.
there's Mark. I'm the
Mr.
middle one. Mark's
Markel.
the oldest. Yeah.
Mark's the
Mark
oldest.
looks younger than us.
He looks the youngest in all of us.
We always make jokes. Everybody thinks he's a vampire.
What?
For real.
Yeah.
Really? Because he doesn't
Don't
age.
age.
He
man.
don't age, man. He looks the same.
Did you
He's
get
been
his?
looking the same for 30 years?
Did you get his skin regimen, like what he does at night?
I don't know, man.
Does he use
Yeah, I know
Pond's?
he eats raw cucumbers just like that. If you've ever seen his Facebook, right?
Wait, hold up. He eats a raw cucumber with the skin.
cucumbers,
Yeah.
everything. He just eats the whole thing, man. Maybe
Maybe
that's it.
maybe that's a secret.
Maybe that's a secret, dog. There
Somebody
it is right
Google
there.
it. Google it, somebody, and get back with me
Please,
about that.
somebody, let me know.
So no, man, we having some comments on here. I told you when I saw you at David Lee, I said, man, you know what? I got a bunch of fans from Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
and people were messaging me like, hey, bro, you got to get these dudes on the show. You haven't. I went through your stuff. You haven't had them, and I wrote them back on my behalf. I tried.
Richie said,
Richie
maybe.
said no.
and
I get back to you.
Rob, he made it happen, bro.
Yeah, man.
We could put it together. Shout out to Rob.
That's the-
He's actually in the audience
That's
right
the
now.
boss right there, man.
Yeah,
Boss.
Mario. Shout out to Mario. He's watching.
What's up, brother Mario? Man,
He's
that's
got
my brother right there.
So, you know, the feedback that I got from Milwaukee was crazy, bro. The word on the street was, this was the word on the street. Nobody got more gigs than LaDezz the whole time you guys were in Milwaukee.
Yeah, man, that's true. When we showed up, we were initially supposed to play 3 shows, just like everybody else, I guess, once a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they hit us up with extra shows, man, for Friday and Saturday. Oh, what was it? For
It was Friday,
Friday,
we
Saturday.
did 2, and Saturday we
Saturday,
did 2.
2 more. So
And Saturday evening we ran down to Rockford
Rockford, yeah, we had a gig in Rockford.
in Illinois and did a show that night. So
Yeah.
we did all in all 6 shows in 3 days.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
good,
crazy.
brother, because,
Had
Damn.
fun, but ooh, man.
yeah, it was tiring, but
When I got home, I was out, man.
I slept for a week. But
You-
no, but it was good, man, because we
It was
got
awesome,
we
though.
got a good response from a lot of the people out there, man, and they showed us a lot of love out there. Big shout out to Milwaukee, Rockford,
man, it
Illinois,
was
all them
nice.
places, man, that we went to, man.
Was that y'all's first time in that area?
That was my first time in the area. I think these
I think
guys
we've been there, but
there
I've been
before.
there years ago, man. When I was, with Jay, we used to go play up north. I can't remember what states it was, man, but I'm not. We did the whole.
You went
north,
so
man.
many places, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man,
You're not gonna
but-
remember all
but,
the
I mean,
states.
it's just been so long ago, so I don't remember. So I'm pretty old. Bro.
That must have been- that's when you. That's
Or
a
I
good
was
time when you
either-
don't remember.
Drunk or I don't know. Speaking of that,
There you go.
let me get a sip.
So guys, where is the Ledesma brothers originally from? Like where were you guys born and raised at? What area of Texas?
North Texas, Wichita Falls, which is like 10 miles from the Red River border from Oklahoma. So it's like 10 miles. You're over the border already. So it's that close.
So are you OU fans or UT fans?
I'm a UT fan. I'm
Yeah,
not.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm all Texas, baby.
Texas,
I don't know
no,
nothing
we-
about it.
You don't know nothing about that Oklahoma.
Nothing against you, Sooners fans or whatever.
Hey, don't start no shit, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
We're gonna
I don't
give
want
an
no
email from
letters.
Sooner fans.
I don't want need no letters or emails.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get a show next week, right? Dead smack in the middle of Oklahoma.
Yeah, no, hombre.
So you guys grew up in North Texas, man,
North Texas,
and
yeah.
and growing up there was Tejano music as you know, down here in South Texas, man. It's part of everyday living.
It was. I mean, but I think it was when everything was hitting, like back in the '90s, when everything was hitting. I mean, it was really. There was a lot more going on in that time, you know, in that city.
All over Texas,
it was booming. You know? But as soon as things kind of everybody's saying it kind of died down. Now I don't think it's a big market there. It's still there, but we got rid of there used to be radio stations. They got rid of radio stations, and kind of like it's kind of going to. I guess, like you would say, internet radio.
Right.
Like
but so there, and then the clubs are far in between. They'll open up a club and it'll not have the support. So
say some good things about Wichita Falls.
But what I'm saying, I'm being honest. It wasn't. I mean, it was big enough to where we started there. But the thing was, you know how everybody says, if you want to make it, you got to go to San Antonio. You want to be seen. It's like if you want to be an actor, you would go to Hollywood. You know, stuff like that.
You got the black truck?
And and if you want to do if you want to do country music, you go to Tennessee or Memphis, you know, or where's it?
Nashville.
You go to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like that. So that's how we started, and everybody's like, man, but you guys are good enough. Y'all should just pick up and it's hard, you know, you're kids and you're like, I was fresh out of high school and we just picked up and moved here, man, to San Antonio and.
So you picked up as a kid, or your mom and dad, everybody picked up?
It was me and my brother Mark. I was about 18 or 19. He was about 20, 21, and we just said, well, if we're going to make it, we got to go to San Antonio, bro. So and it was.
And they left you, David. They left you, David.
Yeah, he was still going to school, doing his thing.
Yeah, you thought I was going to school. I wasn't going to school.
Well, we're not going to get it.
Hey, we're supposed to tell the truth.
This is LaDezz Unplugged.
This is. Hey, it is.
You gonna get the truth, man.
You get the truth here, man. So with that said, David, were you a troublemaker, dude, or what?
Yeah.
You got in some
parents
trouble?
would say I gave him some gray hairs, you know, a little bit. You know.
I mean, I know we got calls from the parents. Hey, your brother's over here.
Come snatch his ass up.
Snatch his ass up. Something's wrong with this man. But
I left that life behind.
Yeah.
That's
But,
cool.
It's crazy.
No, I mean, yeah, you know, like everybody, you know, you start running the streets, man, and hanging out. So, you know,
Hell yeah.
that was me, man, when I was younger. But, yeah, man, they took off, man. They had their own bands, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they were actually signed with
See,
Sony
it's
Records,
live, bro.
You know?
It's live. You never
live,
know what
man.
you
Come
never
on.
know what you're gonna get.
Come on, buddy.
Tiger, what are you doing, dude?
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Live on the show, Tiger makes a thing. Lena, can you grab Tiger and take him out?
Yeah, so I mean, like he was saying, when they left, they actually, you know, they had their own band, the Hano band, local band in Wichita Falls.
What was the name of the band?
Well, when we started there, the name of the band was El Barrio Band. And and it was me and Pete Bustamante, Isaac Valverde, Mark, and then we had a girl singer her name's Mary Ochoa, and we started out just playing local clubs, quinceañeras, weddings, but there was a lot more places to play back then, you know. So when we got to that point, we're like, well, if we need to make it, man, we're going to head to all of us. I mean, the whole band just picked up. And,
Yeah, man.
And at that time, I think Mary had a family, so, you know, her husband and kids, we just moved everything down here. So then when we got here, I guess it was somebody from Sony Records who saw, I think, us play at a gig somewhere, and they were interested in us. And at that time, Sony had David Lee and Elida, and I think they had Jay too, Sony Discos. And they decided to change their name, and we became Conexión after that. And we did 2 CDs with Sony Records. So that was back in 94, 96.
So dead smack in the middle of the
Exactly.
the Tejano prime time.
Exactly,
You know, artists come on here and we always comes up, like, you know, where is our music right now? And I don't like to say that our music. I think just it's changed. Like you know, the world has changed. So social media has changed a lot of things. the internet changed so many things. It changed the way you guys got paid for music. It changed the way you guys, like all these things, you know, it changed everything drastically. And I think that has a little bit of play into like, I don't want to say like the rise and fall of Tejano, right? Because I don't like to say it's fall. We're evolving, bro. We're changing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's fallen or dead. Like a lot of people say that, but if that were true, man, we wouldn't be gigging the way we're doing or be in Milwaukee, like those kinds of things. I just think that, man, if you're gonna do Tejano, and the people who say it's not there is the people who aren't giving it their 100%. You know what I'm saying? And you got to give 100% to the people so the people can give 100% back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give 100% of your music, of your time, of your effort, of your traveling, getting out there to be known, then how are you supposed to?
You guys went to Milwaukee. Little Joe was in Milwaukee. He had 55,000 people.
Yeah, man.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not even Texas. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, man, I think
it gets it's not dead, man. I mean, it's alive and well, and it's just where you go. You know what I'm saying? Who you going to see? I mean, what bands are really putting it out there and putting like I said, the 100%, man. I mean, you just have to go in all. I mean, you have to go all in, bro. You just can't.
Well, you guys definitely go all in. I mean, like I said, anytime that I've seen you guys live, it's amazing. It's awesome because there can be people there and maybe they're not Tejano fans, and then you come up with Tennessee Whiskey or you sing an R&B song, and people are like, yo, like this dude, like he just went from this, now he's going to this, and that's cool. Like again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like you guys are just chameleons, bro. You can change with the whatever atmosphere you're in. You know what I mean? What year did you come? Did you say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna leave Wichita Falls and I'm gonna follow my dream as a musician"?
Man, it was probably, I think 96, 97. And at that time, Mark, I guess Jay had stole Mark from Conexión. Jay Perez was
yeah, man.
He took my older
That
brother.
guy.
No.
Big shout out to
Shout out to Jay Pettis,
shout out
man.
to Big Dog in the house. But yeah, man. So Mark joined Jay Pettis' band. And
David, stop right there. I have to do it because the fans are already telling me
Okay.
they can't hear you.
My bad.
It's because you have that big old windscreen on it.
Relax. What's up? Nah, but
There you go. Hopefully you hear him a little bit better now.
Hey. So yeah, man. So Mark had already started playing with Jay, and they were looking for another singer, another background singer. And Mark hit me up, and I was about 17, I believe, 17, 18 years old. And I just, yeah, man, and like we were talking about, man, I had so much stuff going on in Wichita. I was like, man, I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get out of here, my dad said, you need to get your ass out of here. Go somewhere. I'll drive you to go to be in that band. And so that's how it all started for me. I came down to San Antonio. I auditioned. I went to Tejano, Texas. I auditioned on Grissom Road. I got there. Jay was late for about 2 hours. He didn't show up for about 2 hours. I'm gonna talk shit, man.
Typical.
I can talk shit. That's my homie now.
Typical musician right there. That's a
my
typical
homie now,
musician.
so I can say what I want now. But back then,
He
I
was
couldn't
the
say
boss, bro. Let him be 2 hours late.
So, anyways, yeah, man. So I auditioned, man, and things went well, and I became part of the band. I became part of the J. That was my first. Besides singing at home with my brothers, we used to have like groups back in R&B groups and stuff like that. So, but that's when I was younger. But as far as coming to San Antonio, that was about the year I came, man. It was 97. I think I was about 17 years old, man, and I got with Jay. That was a blessing, man.
And all of you guys sang when y'all were little.
These two guys,
You can sing, man.
I don't do the singing like they do the
Look,
singing.
he wanted to
But
rap,
if I-
so
yeah,
he wanted to be a
so
rapper.
I got into the
I
hip
told him
hop
the rap presence and shit.
when I was younger, and I used to go a lot to these parties and do a lot of talent shows with the hip hop and the R&B stuff too. But as far as Tejano, man, I didn't start out doing Tejano. I didn't start playing an instrument, man. I just was rapping. I was like 13 years old, man.
So no,
Yeah.
you didn't even know how to play an
I
instrument.
didn't even know how to play bass. What happened was that my uncle came. He said, "Hey, I need a bass player." I was like, "Okay, what do you?"
Here's a bass.
And he just threw the bass in my hands and just to learn songs.
Yeah,
and
man.
I was playing with my thumb and all this. And he was like, "You got to play with your fingers like this." And he just taught me how to do that. And I got in his band, which was like late 80s, 88. And yeah, man, that's how I started. But I was rapping. He goes, "Yeah, you can get that shit up. We're going to do Donna music." Well, I did for a while, but I still had that passion to do it. The hip hop, and I recorded some tracks and doing hip hop music. But that's what I fell in love with first, and then the R&B stuff. And then the Tejano came later, when I was about 16, 17, and then I started to like it. Man, I said, "Oh man, this is pretty cool."
Yeah.
To play. But playing and singing, I'm not that coordinated, so I can't do it, man. It's hard for me.
Every once
but
in a
these guys
while.
make it look easy, and that's why I'm like, man.
You play an instrument, David?
And now I see, then we're backwards. See, I don't play any instruments at all because I just focused on, that's all I wanted to do was sing, man. Once I heard, some of my greats sing, my idols and stuff that I heard when I was growing up, and also my dad. When we were younger, man, my dad, he has amazing voice. He plays guitar and he sings, and just listening to him, man, and his vocals, and he has a real deep voice and real strong voice. So, and then of course listening to Mark. So I just wanted to follow, the footsteps. I was like, man, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I don't want to. My dad tried to, man, play the guitar, and I'm like, nah, I want to sing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to sing. So
Like, I ain't got time to be.
yeah. I regret it now. I should have, because then I'd be singing, and I wouldn't need these guys. I just go do acoustic shows. No, man, but I wish I would have picked up something. I still can have time, but I just focus mostly on the
You can't do, what is it called? The
triangle, bro, or what?
Tambourines.
I can play the triangle.
what do they call it to describe the Weedo?
Yeah, man, maybe, possibly. I'll try it. Tomorrow night. Come on out.
Tell you what,
David and the Weedo.
I'll tell you what, he's one badass Guitar Hero player. I know that.
Yeah.
You can play some Guitar Hero?
No, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't even play that.
I was trying to pep you up, bro.
My bad.
Oh,
Telling the
man.
truth here. So.
Shout out to Demi Garcia. She'll be in the house next week. I hope you're feeling better. There's so many people. Hey, again, if you're watching for the first time and you're commenting over and over again and you're like, man, this guy's not reading my shit. I'm trying to do like 100 things at one time. So
He's the producer.
there you
the
go. He's the
interviewer.
interviewer. He does
everything.
it. I do it all. So shout out to DJ Brandon always. If you guys, can you guys give me a shout out to DJ Brandon?
Shout out to DJ Brandon.
In
Where's he from?
Pearsall, Texas, man.
All right.
Shout
Yeah,
out, bro.
he's always helping me promote the show, man. So shout out to DJ Brandon. So as I was saying, bro, you guys are a great variety band, in a sense. And don't take it the wrong way, like right, but you guys can play a variety of
Yeah, I
different.
mean, I would say that. Yeah, I mean, I would. We do a lot of different stuff, and and we just, like I said, we enjoy it. We enjoy to do it a little bit of everything because the people enjoy it. And I mean, if you can, give the people
I'm gonna
a
go
little
on
bit
the
of-
limb, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right here. Tennessee whiskey. My wife, I went to a Chris Stapleton concert here in San Antonio.
Oh man, no, don't say it.
I went to the concert and I fell asleep.
Oh wow.
Some wife's like, I'm never gonna take you to it. I said, I just after Tennessee whiskey, like I didn't know any of the music. Like
songs,
it just didn't. I'm not saying he's a great artist. The dude's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
He said, don't say it because you probably know what I'm gonna say. To me, this guy right here sings Tennessee whiskey way better than Chris Stapleton. He's like, oh shit. No, he does. It's every time that he plays this, that he sings that song, I've seen him do it live. I like to just watch the people. The people are like, especially people who, you can just tell sometimes there's some people that don't, not that they don't belong at the venue, but they're just there with friends or whatever.
Just hanging out, man.
Yeah, just hanging out. And then they hear you. And I just like to see them go like, hey bro, Hey, is this dude singing the song? So
that's lip sync, bro. I lip sync that song, bro.
hi, Mom. I don't know what I'm doing. So my wife said I'm terrible about something. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Everybody gotta go.
Hi, Mom. Let's see. Little Juicy in the house, baby.
Well, little
Chris Tristan. Yeah, Chris Tristan. He's a they're
it's like, oh yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up, baby?
yeah. He's
Put that juicy in there.
he's a sponsor of the show, man. Shout out to his hottejano.com right there, man. He's a big sponsor. He pushes Bumpers Wacky Wednesday all week. So shout out to Chris Tristan. Awesome. And if you guys need an app to listen to music, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you want to hear some great Tejano music all day long, right here, hottejano.com. They play jams all day long. It's great.
Yeah, man. We gotta go see Christian, man. We gotta go see.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's shout out to you, brothers. We're very good friends for a long time, man. So a big shout out to him.
You heard that, Chris?
Keeping the Tejano alive, man, for real.
You gotta get him. Let's see, man. So what's up, dude? You want to throw down a little bit on the vocals, or what? You need another beer, or what?
Yeah, man. What both?
He said,
You can do it.
Whatever.
I just so happen to have.
Well, let me finish this.
Oh
one.
well, shit. Finish that one. There you go.
This is why Bumper told me, he's like, hey man, just come chill, bro. We're gonna talk. We're gonna drink some beers. I said, drink some beers. I said, oh, I'll be there.
That sold the deal right there.
Sold the deal. I was like, okay.
Sold. I'm there.
Oh,
should have told Richie that a long time ago.
Hey, Mary Angeles put, my favorite David song is "Getting You Home."
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah,
I know it's you. I just want to, so she is in the audience, but she's commenting on the. You could have just said, "Hey, my favorite song." There you go. Let me see if I can line up this song. Just I'll let the people decide, man. I'll let the people decide if
yeah, man, we can do a little song.
Let me. I had it spun up, bro.
See, if I would, I wish I knew how to play guitar. Then we could do a regresa or something.
Oh yeah, you can do what do they call it? Acapella.
Acapella, doggy.
Hell no.
He said, "Hell no."
I mean, I can't.
Let me see if I got it. Let me see if I got it spun up.
Depends on how many beers I drink.
Take one more sip. Just one more sip.
You'll be all right.
Hold on.
Got me over here. All right.
Here it comes. Tennessee whiskey.
All right.
It's all right in the ears?
Yeah. I used to spend my nights out in the barroom. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching from the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, yeah. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time, baby. I used to look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. But when you pour much heart, I didn't waste it, no, no. 'Cause there's nothing like your love that gets me high. You're smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet as strawberry wine. You're warm as a glass of brandy, yeah. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yeah, babe, oh, babe. Little toast to everybody out there. That's right. Going out to Cheta in the house. Now I feel like I'm really at a show.
Hell yeah.
I told y'all. Y'all
Hell
thought I
yeah.
was playing around.
You're smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, baby. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time, baby. You're smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey, baby. You're smooth as Tennessee whiskey. As Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey.
Dang.
Round of applause for Mr. Richie Ledesma.
All right.
See, y'all thought I was playing around. So the one of the funniest, I almost broke out with the laughter. One of the comments, I'm gonna put it on here so you guys can see the comment. It was actually, I think it's actually my little sister who, yeah, it is. Like, hold on, I'm gonna post this up so everybody can see it. She said, he don't sing, that man sang.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh man. So again, man, that song, you didn't skip I'm peeping over looking at the words, and you're like right on the money.
Oh, yeah, man.
Every time. Is that one of your favorite songs to sing, David?
Yeah, man. When it came out, it was a hit. You know, it was different. It was a remake, and me and Richie looked at each other like, man, is that George Jones, man? And we were like, damn, he turned that song around.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know that it was an older song.
Yeah, man, the old country song, man. And so when we, he redid it and it sounded totally different and real bluesy, man. And I love the song, man. So yeah, and I think if you're gonna sing any song, you should pretty much learn
Learn all the words.
Learn all the words. Hey, I messed up sometimes.
No, I'm glad you said that, David, because you know what? You guys sing so many different varieties of songs. Like, do you have all the songs memorized, or do you have to use a teleprompter?
There's certain songs that I'll use some words on, and it's probably maybe one or two. It's nothing like I don't read from.
I think
the
it's
whole
because
book.
we will pull them out of
Yeah, we play so many songs.
pull them out
we
of our
have
hat.
so many
We
songs.
haven't played
that
in a while.
if we'll go like 6 months, 7 months without playing a song, and just to get a refresh course. So so
Right.
I don't slip up But there's those times where you slip up too, man, on stage. You just got to keep on going, man. You know, you just like, man, you know. But
so here's leads me into my next question.
No, I do not ever mess up.
do you ever mess up, Richie?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
That's the truth, guys, and I don't care where you heard from. Heard from me first. I don't mess up.
All right.
Never.
I just
You're always on time.
I'm always on. Well,
You're
I don't wanna say,
I wouldn't say he's all the time.
I wouldn't say I'm on time, but
when he shows up,
when I'm showing there,
he don't mess up.
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, we mess up.
No, so my question would be, you know, David, you are an amazing vocalist.
Thank you.
Your brother
Yeah.
is an amazing vocalist.
Man. He's a
So
monster.
so if you notice in the preview I did of the show, usually when I have somebody who's the lead vocalist, I always put lead vocalist of this group, right? And when I was writing it, I sat back and I'm like, hey, bro, I don't want to write that because I don't know if he's if he's the lead vocalist.
I'm not.
So I left it. I took the lead part out. I just said vocally. He's a vocalist.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't get it wrong, right? You can't be wrong by just saying vocalist. So do you guys consider? Is there somebody that's the lead vocalist or?
I don't think so, man. I don't think that we put that on ourselves or we even titled it because we all pitch in and we're all vocalists in our own right, and you know we do sing a lot of the leads, and so we've never said no, I'm the lead vocalist of the group because Lisa as well, man, she has an amazing amazing voice.
We're like the '95 Cowboys, bro. We got all the weapons.
Puro Super Bowl.
Puro Super Bowl.
So that answers the question. They're Cowboy fans. If you guys, you guys can't tell. So how did you guys feel about the game Thursday?
I think we did good. We did pretty good.
We did pretty good.
So
We need to fire.
what did you think about about the last play?
I think we left too much time for the goal.
Yeah, you can't leave time
Leave
for
it a
Brady,
minute.
man.
I'm talking about the push off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean,
You guys got screwed
They
over
should've
2
cut-
years in a row opening day.
They
Yeah,
should
we
have called
did,
that.
man.
I think that was.
yeah, that was
Horrible.
defense.
Shout out to the
pass
Cowboy
defense.
fans. You know what? When people say, "Do you hate?" I don't hate the Cowboys. I don't.
Don't tell me your team, bro.
I'm
Don't
from
this
tell me
interview
your
is
team.
now over.
I'm from Texas. And if the Cowboys are playing, I'll root for them. You know what I mean?
There you go.
My wife and her family, they're from Florida, from Tampa, so they're Buccaneer fans. Like they're not bandwagon fans. They're
true
Buccaneer
blue.
fans.
Yeah.
We actually went to the Super Bowl last year. Me and my wife, we flew to check out the Super Bowl. But I'm a Titans fan.
The Titans.
Yeah, because I grew up a Houston Oiler fan.
Get this guy right here.
Yeah, I grew up a Houston Oiler fan, and then I.
base.
Hey, we said if you came to be quiet, bro.
Oh, did you?
Just playing.
You threw up the horn like Texans. Is that? You're a Tex? You're a Titans fan?
Titans fan
There's
too.
Titans fans in the house, and
there you
there's
go.
the Saints. Who that? They ain't nobody. But we ain't gonna worry about that.
They're underwater right now, just in case you didn't know. Now praying for everybody there. And,
No, man, but yeah, man, shout out to all the fans because man, it's a hard game to play, man.
They're a good
I don't
team,
ever
man.
hate on anybody else's team because you know, man, that's a hard ass
They're
game
a
to play,
good
man.
team.
You know, everybody's like, hey,
Super Bowl
man, you
champs,
should have
man.
done this, you
Super
should have
Bowl
done that.
champs.
Like, yeah, you get out there and do it.
whenever somebody
do that
talks,
route.
when somebody talks about the Cowboys and winning the Super Bowl, I say, man, my daughter is 24, 25. She was born on January 28th, 1996. You know what date that is? January 28th, 1996.
That was a Super Bowl.
That was the last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl.
Not that meant that. Don't say it like that, bro. Don't say it like that.
When you put it like that,
Nah, man, but
Well,
I
hey,
root
die
for
hard,
them.
yeah.
True story.
As long as they're not playing the Titans, I'll root for them, man. So, dude, how is life on the road with you guys, man? You guys just flew in. Well, you probably were flying the way you drive, right? You guys came in from Abilene. How do you guys do that, bro? Like, I literally went to Portland this week. I went to Beeville yesterday. I'll be going back to Beeville again this weekend, and I'm tired.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how you guys can like just be on the road. Like, I would get tired of that shit quick.
It does, man. It gets exhausting. But the one thing, man, about it is when you get back on that stage, it's just boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
That adrenaline, right?
that-
Adrenaline.
man,
That's
it is.
what
I don't
it's-
mind the I don't mind the traveling. It's just getting there, like you said, all the driving. But once
Yeah.
I'm there, we're here
Yeah.
ready to jump on stage. We're good, but man, you get used to it because we've been doing it so long, man. It's always here. Okay, we gotta go there. We gotta go there. And
Mark books a gig in Miami, and then he'll book a gig in New York.
No logistical common sense at all,
We
right?
have to drive,
man,
and then
he's not here to defend himself,
they're both in the
man.
same night.
Oh,
So,
damn, dog. I got a Cash App too, bro. We might make this happen. Somebody just put $20 for David to sing Regresa.
All right, I got.
Hey, and
I'm getting my
John,
cash tomorrow.
John Robles just put, I'll match that 20. Hey, bro, we're gonna put the Cash App on this mug real quick.
got a show tonight. Yeah.
Hey, is it a
I'll be here till.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But that's
Aggressive.
the whole thing.
But
Though,
yeah,
man. It's not an instrumental.
It's got
or
all the
anything.
vocals on it.
But I can. Well, no, I don't have.
Let
I
me.
don't have-
I'll lip sync for $20. I'm gonna lip sync the whole thing and get paid $100.
We're gonna Britney Spears this video.
Oh man.
Let me Britney Spears.
How is the relationship? You know, it's not very often that I have brothers on the show. Last week I had two twins. Shout out to Grupo Visión. I had the twins on here. I think they were the first set of brothers that I've ever interviewed. But there's three of you guys in the band. How's that? Like,
Man, I'm not gonna say that there's not issues, man, because you know we're although we're brothers, we have different opinions on different things.
Yeah, it's just music wise, you know.
Yeah,
It's nothing
but-
like-
nah, that's what I want to hear. Yeah.
but music.
like
But
sometimes I
mean,
want to do this song, and sometimes they want to do this song, and I'm like,
yeah.
all right, I love you. I respect you.
I mean, you
Richie,
always
who
gonna
wins?
have-
Who wins, Richie?
Well, the boss, of course. Mark always wins, man. He's the boss,
man.
He's the boss, man.
boss, bro.
But I mean, no, we just compromise. We'll sit there and we'll really think about some things, and we compromise to make sure everybody's happy. You know, and some people won't be happy, but you know, that's just like, okay, well, you know, let's just agree to disagree and let's figure it out.
On stage, does Mark have his own mic just for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
In your in-ears, or you can just talk back?
Yeah.
And he's the general. He's in charge. He's in charge of.
Yeah.
He'll call out the songs and he'll let you know. He's like, hey, do this, and I said,
Hey, David, do you ever get the look from Mark? I'm being real. Like, do you ever just like, you know what? I'm not gonna look to my right for the rest of the night.
I give him the look.
Nah, he gets the look. Everybody gets the look. But he don't see the look because he's right over here, so he don't even look back at him. Well, when Mark's got to turn all the way back to look at me, I'm like, yeah, that was my bad. I dropped the ball on that one, brother. I said, but you ain't got to turn your head all the way around, brother. They know who you're looking at.
That's hilarious, bro. No,
It's all fun, man. It's all fun. We have a great time.
and on the road, same thing, right? You guys, I mean,
Yeah.
I
Man,
could
we're
just,
you know who's the funniest one? And I'm not bullshitting on this. The funniest person on the road is Lisa, man. Lisa Mari will crack jokes. I mean, she's a
Like your butt cheeks, Gerardo?
yeah. Her thing is butt cheeks, but
hey, I got
you gotta be. It's an inside joke.
Inside
But
joke.
She's hilarious, bro.
Somebody just gave me that joke. Hey, Tia, if you're watching earplugs, okay, my Tia got on to me. I saw her at one of my Tias passed away of a great Tia on Monday. She's like, Mijo, I love watching your shows. Me encanta. But you cuss way too much. She said, Tia, I'm going to try to stop. Now somebody gave me a joke like, hey, bro,
PG.
is butt cheeks one word or is it spread apart?
Well, at least you didn't cuss.
Is it one word or do we spread
I
them?
don't know. I think you
I
spread
mean,
them.
I don't spread them, so I wouldn't spread them.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I
just
guess
said it
it's
'cause
just
you-
one word.
I just said it because
It's one
you
word.
brought up the word. Because you brought up
just
the
one
word.
word.
No, but she's hilarious, man. She's cool as hell, and we get on the road, and she's
Yeah,
funny, man.
She cracks jokes all the time. So
Yeah, she got jokes.
And so with like Lisa being on stage, I mean, you guys have been playing together so long. I mean, you guys feed off of each other's energy. I mean, every time I've seen her perform again, like it's just you guys just wow me every single time. You know what I mean? Every single time that I see you guys, it's just like, man, she can like if you that I've been doing this podcast and hanging out with more musicians, going to more gigs, being on the side with the sound guys and stuff, and like I really started like paying attention to different. I used to just hear the song, You know, as a fan, you just hear the song. But when you become like a real fan of like the musician, like, let me hear the bass. And just, you can just draw out the bass in the song. Let me hear the bajo sexto. You can just hear, you know what I mean? The accordion, whatever the case may be. And I can do that with you guys. And it's clean. It's badass.
See, I do that watching other bands that, you know, I do that, but I thought, you know, because I'm a musician and I'm like, I'll pay attention to the bass. Then I'm like, well, I want to hear what the keyboard is doing and the guitar. And I can separate it. I can hear the whole song at once, but then I separate it, you know, and start paying attention and closing in on certain instruments.
Right. But
because somebody had asked me that the other day, and I said, I can do it, but I think it's because I'm a musician. But if other fans do it, that's cool.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think everybody can do it.
Right.
I think you just, like, if you're around it enough,
you got to have an ear for it.
You got to have an ear for it.
Yeah.
My boy, Joey Jams, shout out to my boy, Joey Jams. He took me, I never been into a studio. Never. Like, I've seen the videos and stuff, and he's like, hey, come. It was Mario O's studio here. And he's like, come check it out. So he was just doing a little track for somebody in California, like just doing the drum part. And I'm on the other side of the glass, and I literally felt like Bob from La Bamba. You know, in the movie La Bamba, when he's just like doing it over and over. And Mario is a magician. That dude was just sitting there like, hey, Joey, come listen to this. I think you missed. And I'm like, miss something?
Yeah.
This shit sounds exactly the same.
Sounds like the other 20 takes.
And he's like, no, I got it. Stop right here. I got you. And then go back in there. And you know what? I left that studio that night with a different appreciation for Mario O.
Yeah, Mario O. Shout out to Mario, man. He's dope.
He's coming on the show soon. I'll have him here as a guest on the show. But for Mario, for the musicians, like, think, man, these guys get paid a lot of money, dude. But they just play an instrument. Like, it's not that, bro. When you sit there for like 3 hours to get like one little part of a song correct, I mean, that's work, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's meticulous work.
Yeah. And some people are like dead on. They, you know, I don't want to say perfectionist, but that's what they're putting into it, what they're producing. That's their work, man.
Yeah,
so of course, they want it to be right. Yeah. And people like Mario and of course Valentino too, man. They got good ears, man, for certain things. You know, they can hear it. Like, oh no, that's not. Or they'll
you
even
don't get away with
you know
shit.
what? That's
you don't want to slide.
Yeah, or that's right. But let's try it this way. Yeah. It might sound better. See, when you have somebody quarterbacking like that, man, it makes a difference.
And then when the end product comes out, it's amazing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then you don't know how many hours goes into making that 3-minute song, 4-minute song. Yeah,
it's true.
And it's like,
but then when it's number one, then you're like, okay, it was worth worth all those hours, man. So if you just joined us a little bit late, my name is Bumper Gomez. You're watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I have members of the group LaDezz. LaDezz has been a group for how long?
I'm thinking 5 years now. Right? 5?
About 6 now, bro.
I'm going on 6.
Yeah.
6 years, and you guys have played. Have you guys played in Florida before?
Yeah.
This band?
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Florida. We played. We played.
Bradenton?
We played 2 shows over there.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Bradenton down south, maybe.
No.
Immokalee.
Man, where was it?
Fort Myers.
That's what.
Yeah, those are big Tejano.
I think we were there with. There was somebody, another band with us.
There was another band.
And I think Alvaro Zamora was with us.
Richie, if you guys can think back, and it doesn't have to be with LaDezz because you guys were, you know, musicians before. You know, both y'all played with Jay at one point in time.
I played with him a short time. They were there. Mark and Dave were there before I even got there, and I was a few months with them.
I always like to ask my guests, like, what is the biggest audience that you've ever had in front of you?
I got mine, and then he can tell his. Mine was in McAllen. We played with La Mafia and Little Joe and Intocable. And man, I was a kid. That's the only time I froze up. Like from here, I mean, it seemed like a mile. Yeah. It was full of people, dude. And we were the first band on, and I froze, man. I was like, what? Because we played.
What band were you?
I was with Conexión.
Conexión, okay.
And I was sitting there and I was like, man, and Mark goes, don't get nervous, bro. There's a lot of people out there. And at first, muy chingona. I got this. No, but I got on the stage and I was like, oh, I just froze, dude. I didn't know the first song we were playing. Everything just. So, of course, the first song, man, I got you, dude. It was got you.
You effed it up big time.
I fucked up big time. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. As long as I don't do it, I
actually got fired that night.
So, and I was just, and then the second song, and then it got better and better, and then I got, okay, yeah, man, this is dope, because they were just right. There was just people in front of you, and then, man, the whole show, then La Mafia ended it, of course. No, I'm sorry, Little Joe ended it. Man, it was dope, man. I was like, I was just forgot everything that I was going to do that night, and it just slipped my mind. But that was the biggest audience, bro. And that's when I was like, okay, I got to be on the game now.
Richie, and there's some people that sit in your seat and they tell me not the opposite of what you say, but they say for them sometimes they're actually more nervous when they go out and they're like playing a little cantina where there's like not a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's like very personable.
You know what? I've heard that with singers though. Like they can sing in front of all these people, but when they're like in a small venue, a small environment, if we're just kicking it, and you ask them to sing, oh no, I don't feel comfortable or something like that. I hear mostly with singing.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that. Dave, what about you, man? What was the biggest?
Man, there's two, I guess, that I would put up. One was when I was with Jay, of course. We did the rodeo, and well, the rodeo was like
in Houston.
No, I believe it was
here in San Antonio.
Here in San Antonio, man. I'm thinking. Like I said, it's a lot blurry back in the days. a lot of shit went on.
Hell yeah,
hell yeah. No, but yeah, man. I did the rodeo with Jay, and man, there's so many people there. And another one when I was singing with Kings One, we went to Mexico, man, and that crowd as well was. Big shout out to my boys Kings One, man. Alex, Drew, Slim, and all them, man. So, but yeah, man, it was amazing, man. There's so many people, you could see. There's a sea of people. So, those two gigs are probably the two biggest ones.
So Dave, you was with Kings One too?
I was with Kings One, brother. I was actually one of the first singers that they sought out, to sing with them. I just at that time I had a lot of stuff going on, man, and actually I had a kid on the way, and so I wasn't really able to be fully a part of it,
Right.
I had to bow down, back out, but yeah, man, those were some good times, man. I started out with them when they very first came out. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey,
a little bit of history.
Hey, a little bit of history right there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And Lisa, she does stuff on her own as well.
Yeah,
she has a couple of songs that
she has some singles.
She has
some singles.
I think she has a CD, or she had a CD out, man. She was on her own for a little while, and she did her own thing, man. And she was doing some good things, man. She had her own band.
I think you guys really vibe together, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen where they put people together sometimes, like maybe one album, and then they're not gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
It was when we first started, it was just us, and Mark, me and Mark singing the leads, and it was for about. I don't know, man. I say 6, 7 months, 8 months, maybe a year. I'm not too sure, but
it was about a year.
Yeah, when we found Lisa, it just everything meshed, man. Everything it went together so well. Her vocals are amazing, and we blend together so well. So, and it was just man, we're lucky to find her, and we're glad that we did. We have her.
It's good, man. Hey, and you guys lately, you guys been staying busy with gigs,
Yeah, man. It's picked up a lot, man. And
How did COVID affect you guys?
Man, it dropped, like everything stopped, like still, like one day we're doing 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week, and then all of a sudden it went to nothing, bro. So like me and him were just sitting there like, what do we do now, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because I was, and I think that's with every musician.
Yeah,
man. That was their livelihoods, man. And
there's not very. I do know some musicians who have they have professions, right, that they do. But for the most part, I mean, if they were gigging 3 or 4 nights a week, there was no reason for them to have a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think when COVID hit, you're right, everything just stopped, dude.
Yeah,
and y'all were hard hit.
Yeah,
I mean, people were hit. All kinds of businesses were hit. You know, I'm not gonna say that they weren't, but musicians is literally like, what do you do?
Yeah, if that's all you do.
You know, if that's all you've ever, and just think about people like this is all they've ever known. This is all they've ever done. They have no trade. They have no like. What do you do? Like you show up at Walmart and be like, hey man, I need a job. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But
They're like, what do you do? I sing.
So what do you guys have a regular 9-to-5 job, or what do you guys do for a living?
Yeah, when all that happened, you know, actually when the COVID hit, you know, I called my primo in Abilene, Eddie, man, big shout out to Eddie G, man, my primo, he saved us, man. He told us, come on. He's like, hey man, I got a job for you. Come on, let's go. Now he goes, it's concrete. We're going, you know, you either gonna fly or you gonna crash. Sink or swim. He goes, man, it's he goes, well, try it out, man. He goes, but come on. He goes, I got you, man. So,
hey David, you never had done any work like that before?
I've done a little bit. My dad's always had us doing like, you know, little construction things like.
Because I follow Mark L. I know he's always doing stuff like he's always building stuff, and you know he's always doing something.
He's practically built another house in his backyard.
Yeah, I mean we get that from our dad, you know, because he was always showing us how to, you know. So we've been around it, but I've never done concrete before.
Yeah,
that's a whole other bag, man. You know, concrete is different than putting up a sheet of sheetrock. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're out there doing it in 100
degree weather,
man.
So man,
and then like you're calf deep in a concrete.
Man, I was this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, man. I gotta go.
Out to
I gotta go, primo.
Concrete.
Yeah, Gonzalez Concrete, man. Shout out to my
the
primo
house.
and all the crew, man.
Real quick too, I want to because I see some people in here. I want to send a shout out to our hometown, Wichita Falls. Thank y'all for supporting us, man. We were just there at my buddy's wedding. He couldn't celebrate it because of the COVID. We were supposed to do that last year, but man, we enjoyed being home, man, and seeing the family. My dad got to come out and see us, and he hasn't seen us in a long time. So shout out to everybody in Wichita Falls, Texas, y'all.
If people are hitting me up, type in another song.
Oh man,
that it don't even have to. Whatever, people want to hear your voice. So
I'll be at Social Spot
there,
tomorrow.
Y'all ain't
playing 4 hours.
He's got your plane tickets if y'all want to come.
Davi t-shirts.
So people aren't gonna know what hit them. Awesome band, and Lisa took it all.
I want to sing Cobra Kai.
If you're looking at my YouTube, you're gonna see Cobra Kai.
I don't know what's on here.
King
bro.
Kong, freaking. My son's always got my phone, always watching.
Wait, hold up too.
Let me think of one, brother. I'll think of one here.
I think my babies watch too. I want to give a shout out to Avery, Lyric, and Ella B in the house.
Oh yeah,
they're all watching.
I think they're watching
crazy
with Mama Soul.
Okay,
Hello.
so we got to keep the cussing down.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that till I looked away.
My bad.
I'm
My
sorry.
bad,
Oh sugar.
It's not something they probably haven't heard before.
Oh man.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, right now I want to take a time and I want to thank all the people who watch the show, man. Like literally all week I get messages from just random people. And like, I'm not making any money here. Like, I just really do this for the love of music and for the fans. I'm a huge Tejano fan. Literally, my wife calls me a groupie, right? I'm just a huge Tejano fan, and I like to ask the questions and get to know you guys. Other than going and seeing you on the stage somewhere, right? I mean, I would have never known that you would have been calf deep in concrete. You know what I'm saying? And then tomorrow you're at the Social Spot,
man.
Right?
G'd out, jamming out, signing autographs, and then Saturday morning he's laying down 500 yards of concrete somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's pretty cool about this. People are still $20, bro. $20 bucks.
Let's see how many.
I was saying, well, let's
Richie's gonna be like, I'll sing a song. Shit.
We got $20 over here. We got 20. Can I hear 30? Can I hear 30?
30. Can I hear 40? Can I hear 40? No, man. And you know, it's going back to what I was saying. Like, just shout out to everybody who sends messages after the shows and says, you know what, Bumper, thank you for doing what you do, and for us. They just feel closer to you guys. Yeah, you know what I mean. So if you're an artist and you get a message from Bumper and like, hey, man. Yeah, it's for your fans. Honestly, that's what it is. You know, for the fans tomorrow when they see it at the Social Spot, you can be like, some guy might have just had a long ass day working concrete here in San Antonio, right? And now he's gonna have a different respect for you when he's sitting there drinking his beer. Like,
Appreciate
hey,
you guys.
that guy singing, he knows what the hell kind of day I had today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
So, again, man, just shout out to all the fans and all the great messages that I get. I'm not gonna say it because then I'll probably get one. I'll say it. I've never got a bad message. I've never got a message from somebody who said, like, hey, bro,
Watch this.
like, hey, bro, stop doing what you're doing.
No,
like,
just-
you know what I mean?
No, man.
You're doing great because I know we've gotten some pretty ugly.
We've gotten some bad messages.
Yeah, some pretty ugly things. But
But it's part of the business.
Yeah,
though.
man.
It is
It
part
is.
of the business.
You
It
know?
is part of the business, man. You know, but you're doing a great job, man.
man.
And you're like you said,
Badass.
it's a beautiful thing because it's for the fans, man. If it wasn't for the people that love to come out and hear us play and and pay for us to come out and pay to see us play, man, then then we wouldn't be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Your beer's open.
oh well, man, thank you. He's trying to get me singing that song.
No. He
said that's the third beer.
You good?
One more shit. Just one more
No,
shit.
man. Again, just continue to watch the show. I'm going to continue to bring whoever I can bring to you.
You know what you need to do? You next time have Mark and Lisa here. Have the other side.
Like
So you can talk
part
bad
two.
about us.
part 2.
So they can talk shit about. Yeah. Part 2, LaDezz.
Give them a chance to
Oh,
redeem
man.
themselves.
But all the comments that I'm just seeing, from my peripheral vision over here, like everybody that's seen you live all says the same thing. Like those dudes they're freaking amazing. Like, they had a great time. You're gonna have a great time. So tomorrow night, if you're not doing anything here in San Antonio, the Social Spot's a place to be tomorrow night, right? What time? What time
Social
you guys?
Spot, we started at 8:00. I think the doors open, like my bro said,
About
around
6 or 7.
I'd say about
Yeah.
6. I think they still open at 6.
And where's it's a Social Spot downtown,
yeah,
Broadway.
on
Yeah,
Broadway downtown. And it's
Hey, bro, you're playing on Broadway, dog.
on Broadway, baby.
We have made
I made it.
We made it.
Hey, let me ask an off the wall question because it's Wacky Wednesday and I'm always all over the place. You guys talked about you wear what you want. You wear what you want. Y'all never say, hey, this is where we're all gonna wear this color, or we're gonna.
The color scheme is, we do
Yeah.
that. We want everybody to, if you're not going to, we don't dress the same, but they want, Lisa's like, hey, let's try to wear the same color at least. So we're not, like we'll put a tan out there, wear blues and whites. So we try to not match,
Coordinate.
not match, but the
But
colors.
at least the same color palette.
Yeah,
the color
exactly.
palette.
So the
Yeah.
same color scheme, man. We
I
try
never learned that word either, color palette, until Lisa said,
And Lisa goes, you
look
know
on the
what?
color palette. And I'm like, what?
She says, if you don't, she's the one that puts it on, like tells us
Yeah.
what color, but she's like, if you don't got it, just wear black.
Yeah, you don't got
Black always black
Just
is
black
black.
is always
Black
black.
is always good, man.
Don't
Black
come
is
in
always
with
good.
the thing. Where it's crazy.
When you guys are on the road, bro, like what is the favorite thing? Like if you're gonna go on a road where you're gonna go more than an hour somewhere. Do y'all travel in separate vehicles, or do y'all usually get a
We do
van?
because we're we don't live in the same
Yeah,
city.
you come from Abilene.
So we'll go wherever we got to go. We'll travel together. But the other guys, Mark has a van or something. He pulls the trailer or whatever, and they ride together.
So y'all never come here, meet, and then go somewhere. You always
probably
just
meet. Like if they're in Dallas or something, then
yeah,
we're
it makes
closer.
sense. Yeah, you're gonna just drive to
So
Dallas.
We just drive ourselves.
If we're
because-
going to Houston, we'll probably meet here and then we'll drive.
Okay, even better. So a David Richie story on the road. What's a must stop? What's a must stop when you guys are on the road?
Well, we got to stop and get beer for what? No,
that is number one.
no, this guy.
Do not drink and drive.
This guy right here is just a Dairy Queen. Because, the little cities we go
Yeah,
to,
you
this
got
guy's Dairy Queen
that's
all
a Texas,
day.
the Texas stop sign, baby.
That's I guess.
Texas stop sign.
Man, everywhere we gonna need Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen otra vez.
Hey, bro.
Got DQ coming out of my ears.
I love the crunchy tacos from Dairy Queen, dude.
I haven't even tried those, man. I get the steak fingers.
David, try it.
Yeah. I've tried everything on that menu. Everything.
I
Probably
I can't.
all at
I
once.
can't do the steak fingers. When I was a kid, I used to jack some steaks.
still
yeah,
good,
I
man.
just
I like them, man.
No, don't
You
eat
can tell.
them before a show. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You be burping or what?
No, this man right here.
I'm just telling you. Hey, we're telling true stories, right? Hollywood stories.
True Hollywood stars. Okay.
Roman Reyes from the Homeboys. He gives you guys a shout out, man. The drummer for the Homeboys.
What's up, brother?
I'll be with them this weekend. So on the road, bro, like Buc-ee's, no Buc-ee's. Y'all don't have Buc-ee's fans?
If we can find one, we definitely will stop. Yeah, man. I mean, just if it's on
Those,
the way.
If it's on the way.
Yeah,
what do
man.
you call them? Chopped beef. Or
Chopped beef,
Chopped beef
brisket.
sandwich?
Yeah,
Man.
brisket, yeah, those.
I go into
Those go
Buc-ee's, bro, and I'll go in just to take a piss, and I'll walk out and I'll drop $100 bill.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily $100.
The
If my kids go in with me and they're old, like it's very rare that the older ones travel with me, but when they do, they all have their own jobs and stuff, right? We'll get to the counter and I'm like, okay, like
They're just waiting for you to pull it out.
yeah, no. Like
Pull that card out.
they already got their stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still
Dad
looking.
got you.
I'm still looking for stuff. Like
let's go.
I gotta
I got
go.
mine.
They're like, hey, Dad, come on, we want to go. I'm like,
They're putting stuff in your
go
basket.
ahead, go ahead. Now they're waiting for me to come up, and they throw everything on the counter. Yeah, he's got it all. He's got it all.
I want to ride with you next time.
His
Let me
own
know.
dad.
Oh man. So no, dude, I wanted to ask about the road because we talked about vlogs last week. I don't know if you guys are into vlogs, and if you are, I haven't seen one. So, Intocable to me, they're the grand champions of vlogging, and just because they're on the road all the time, right? And have you ever seen one? Have you
No,
seen?
man, actually, no.
So what they do is they have somebody that's with you guys, and they're videoing you guys on the road, talking shit to one another, videoing you guys going to go eat at a restaurant. Just what goes on behind the scenes before you guys get ready for a show, like all the work it takes load in time. They show all that stuff, and I love watching them. Yeah. They could be like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long. I mean, I love watching them just because you get to see the sound guys, the road crew guys, like their interaction with the band. Like it just gives another side of the entertainment business or the music business. You know what I mean? I think you guys would be some funny mofos.
We've thought about doing that, man. Actually Richie brought up the idea. He's like, man, we should just be recording all this shit, man, because people want to. It'd be
I think people like
interesting,
true
man,
fans
so.
would be interested in
Dude,
stuff like that.
a LaDezz channel de volada on YouTube and just little bits. But you know what? It takes work, dude. You know what I mean? It honestly takes. It's not like you can just pull out a phone and like record and then just put it on YouTube. It takes a lot of work, but I would watch it. I would definitely watch you guys. You know what I mean? You talking smack to Mark L, or you know what I mean during sound check or something like that. When you guys go on the road, you guys do all your own setup. You guys set up your own stuff, or
no? We use sound. We used to have our own sound, but we used it for smaller venues when we started out.
Right.
Yeah, we would do our own stuff, but now we use some of the people from David Lee, man. They help us out, man. They helped us out a couple weeks ago, and man, it sounds dope, man. A lot of people
shout out to the crew, David Lee crew, the best crew, man. They're
DLG
awesome.
Rob,
man.
Joe,
man,
yeah,
JD.
And the reason I said that is because there's in the works. There's a rumor out there. That there might be a Wacky Wednesday where I have nothing but sound engineers.
Oh man, that'd be better.
And road crew.
Around get some boxing gloves.
A round table of a whole variety.
Yeah, you're gonna need some boxing gloves.
Yeah, so you guys better be ready for that for sure.
That's an awesome idea, man. I would love to see that.
You know what I'm saying? And
don't say nothing.
I'm not gonna mention names who are gonna be on, but I just rest assured that I'm going to have a disclaimer on the bottom, like we have our names, and it's going to say anything that these guys say has nothing to do with me. Right. So if I call you to be a guest, don't hold what they say against me. Man.
Like, David wants more volume all the time.
Oh man,
but with that, man, you got some good experience with people that you've worked with before, and you also have bad experiences, man. Like. I'm not going to call nobody out, but you do, man. It's just part of the game. Sometimes you get there and you're like, does this guy know what he's doing?
I'm glad you said that because I'm going to bring something up.
That's honest, just being honest. It doesn't, sometimes it don't work out the way you want it to work out.
As I become a deeper fan of the music and the whole what it takes to run the whole shindig, right? I've come to see this. If there is 2 or 3 bands on the ticket, right?
Right.
If you're that first band, you're gonna sound like shit. Like you could be the best upcoming
Thanks
band.
a lot, Bumper. We're usually the first band.
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm okay. I'm glad you guys are.
But you know, it's not always.
Not always.
Way to hurt
It's
my
not
feelings.
always like that. If you working with some people, man, that really genuine care about their craft, man, they're
I know what
gonna
you're
make
saying,
it.
though, bro.
See, but you know
know
what
what
you
you're
know what
But
I'm saying.
yeah, we've been there, bro. We've been there. We're pretty much.
You
the
get
first
up there
bands.
and you're just looking at them like you giving them the look like, bro, for real?
Yeah.
Like they're paying you guys for
Yeah,
this?
man. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So if you're a Tejano fan or if you're a music fan, it doesn't even have to be Tejano music. You go to a venue and you see like, you know, bands playing before the main gig or whatever. Yeah, sometimes the sound you just like by the end of the night, you're like, well, where the hell was that shit 2.5 hours ago? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? How come it
right.
didn't sound so clear? Look, everybody, música, please. They're tired of hearing us talk, bro.
Oh, okay.
Richie, sing the chair.
Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair.
See, I told you can sing.
That's all you're gonna get. I didn't get offered money, so that's all you're gonna get. Right?
Oh
They're
man,
gonna start.
what you got, D?
Yeah, that's a singer
Oh,
right
man.
there.
I don't
Y'all want
know,
me to pour some concrete out there for $20?
$20. Shit, I need to slab my house, buddy.
What's one of your R&B sings that are on the set that you guys usually
Oh
do?
man, I don't know.
Man, we do a lot. We do Michael Jackson. We do Bobby Brown. He does. What's one of the better ones you like?
Let's do a.
Well, sing any R&B song, brother, that you like.
Anyone that I like.
Anyone that you like? We'll put-
Anyone.
Anything.
We-
that
I
you
might need some
like.
lyrics for that, so I don't know.
Oh, I'll give it to you. It'll be on there.
Oh, it's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drum roll. There he goes. He's breaking the seal. He's breaking the seal. It's
man.
over.
Don't do
Here,
it.
here it
'cause then
comes.
I'm gonna have
Here,
to do
here it
it.
comes. Oh, hey, that's a badass one.
Wait, Jody?
End of the road.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You got it in here or what?
I can sing it karaoke with it if you got the words in front. I don't know the words. You know what?
Let me see.
We belong
There you go. There you
together,
go.
Ooh, dog, hold on.
and you know that I'm right.
Boom.
I'll
Same
sing
same
it.
company
Say
too.
yes to
I'll
Pinterest
sing it.
and
I'll
grow
sing it
mac and
acapella.
cheese.
So,
You don't want to do it with the music?
nah, man. Let me talk to the people. You know.
Okay, shit, that's even better. That's even better right there.
Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Said we'd be forever. Said it never die. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? All right, that's enough right there.
I was already. Here it comes. Here it comes apart. Here it comes apart.
It was coming, but
It was coming. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
you know, a little.
Yeah,
A
say-
little,
gotta
a little
say
something,
that
something.
voice.
You gotta say something for tomorrow's social spot,
If he would have played the whole, then I had to sing the whole song. You know.
Yeah.
bro. You could have You could have went,
Cut it out.
and I would have just faded it out, bro. Faded it out. Speaking of this weekend, bro, you said I was telling you guys earlier I had a big, something big coming up for myself this weekend, and behind you guys, right here, right behind you, is a picture of Adrian Acevedo. He passed away a few weeks back, man, from COVID, and he had started Ace Productions, and we had came back from LA, man. Went to LA, and we were getting, actually, a lot of people don't know the story, but we were getting some dates for Grupo Firme. Biggest regional Mexican group right now. They're banging everywhere, and we went to go try to get a deal in LA, and we did.
Wow, man.
And we were excited. We're coming back, and one thing from one day to the next, man, he got COVID, and the Lord took him from us. And the guy was 24 years old, man, but he had he had the heart and the mind of a 40-plus year. Like his business sense was just way above forward than how old he was. And so we decided to for his family, because he left a wife and young children, to do a benefit. And so I started reaching out to bands, and I'm like, look, man, I don't have a penny. The family doesn't have a penny. And he already had made some great relationships with other bands. And so the bands that he made great relationships with, the first ones I went for, I'm like, hey, I would like to do a benefit in his hometown. You know, what do you guys think? They were like, count us in. And I was like, what? Like, just like that? We're in. I said, bro, you're not getting paid nothing. Like, you just show up. We're in. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Then another group. And I was just like, man, this is really cool. Yeah, man. And so this weekend, let me see if I can bring it up here. If you guys are a Wacky Wednesday fan, Bumper, myself, I'll be out there. I'll be actually emceeing the whole event and kind of coordinating everything out there. But this weekend in Beeville, Texas, we are doing a benefit fundraiser for my brother. He was like a little brother to me, Adrian Acevedo, for his family, man. It's going to be a barbecue and dance. There's going to be a cornhole tournament, and there's going to be plate sale. So it starts at 3:00. At 3:00, we have Carolyn's Corner, which is a bunch of karaoke. They take karaoke everywhere, and they're awesome, man. So they'll be on for a little bit, and we'll have DJ Aftermath from KLMO 98.9. Shout out to DJ Aftermath, Devin Garcia. He'll be out there DJing for us. We'll have Grupo David y Los Tremendos. They're there from Beeville, Texas. We'll have the Homeboys. You guys haven't heard the Homeboys would be out there. Grupo Presión coming all the way from Dallas. And then to end the night, we'll have Mike Gonzalez and Iconics. Jimmy, the whole Jimmy G tribute. They'll be jamming all of the old Jimmy G hits. So make sure you guys go out there and support. Check this out. We're charging $5 a person, dude, for all those bands. Wow. It's outdoors. So it's going to be outdoors at the B County Expo Center. It's outdoors. Check this out. For all my people who aren't in the Beeville area, but you want to do something Saturday, it's outside. You bring your own chairs. It's covered. It's on concrete. There's going to be barbecue there. And you get to bring your own beer, your own coolers. You can stay away from people as far as you want. You know what I'm saying?
Can't beat that.
So come out and support, man. Just support the family. Even if you just come out and buy a barbecue plate, whatever. But there's going to be some great bands. Come out and hang out with us this Saturday in Beeville. And we look forward to seeing everybody out there. So, yeah, I had to throw that. I had to throw that plug in, guys.
Come support for sure, yeah.
You guys, going back to LaDezz, how did I figured the name LaDezma has a little bit to do with the name LaDezz, but do you guys remember y'all sitting around trying to figure out how to come up with the name of the band?
Yeah, that was me. I was sitting around. Me and him were thinking about it. We were in Wichita, but I was thinking about it is a play on the name Ledesma, because I just remember us being in school. Our teachers used to say it all kinds of way, but the right way, right? Is Ledesma. It was Ledesmans, and there's no N at the end of it. So I just said, hey, why don't, silent. Yeah. I said, why don't we just name the band LaDezz? We're three brothers, Ledesma.
Yeah, it's easier to say.
But a lot of people at the beginning were putting it as the Dez, or LaDezz.
Yeah.
And it's just, one word. It's just one word. It's a play on the last name. So right. Basically, that's how I came up with it. And
you can't take my dad's last name and cut it in half.
Exactly, man.
That's exactly what he did.
Oh, man.
That's exactly what my dad said.
Your dad said that?
Hey, what you doing?
You can't cut that. It had to be cool, man. And it had to have Z's in it, because everybody put Z's in it when I was a kid. So I just thought about it. Hey, man, just call each other.
That's a cool name, though.
Man. So.
It is. It's. There's no name like it's a very unique name. You know what I mean? Then
yeah, because you want to separate yourself from
from other people. Yeah, definitely. And you just did it on your own, Richie? You just
I came up with it, and then the guys were like, "Yeah, man, why not? Let's
just roll with it."
And just went from there, bro. And then because we didn't want to use, something. We wanted, like you said, to be unique, and then to be involved with the three brothers, right? Well, of course, everybody says, "Well, Lisa's y'all sisters." Yeah. No, we just click like that. We're just a family now. We just how did that happen? How did Lisa end up in the band? Do you guys remember that story, Richie? I think that what happened was that she was looking for somebody to produce one of her songs, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it was Amar en Total, the one in Total she wrote, and Mark was like, "Well, hey, I got this idea. It was put together." And they got together to, I guess, work on a single project. Yeah. And then Mark was like, "Man, she can sing. What do y'all think about her joining the band?" And I guess we talked about
forget about your dreams, Lisa. Just come with us.
So
you're not gonna be a solo artist anymore.
So no, that's how I think she sought him out to produce one of her songs, and then it just clicked. He's like, "Man, why don't you just join the band?" And it went from there, man. That's how we all got together, and we added. Yeah. Like I said, it was about a year. It was just them two lead singing, and then it's like, man, it would be bad. It would be pretty, awesome if we just get us all together and we can do a lot more, which is that's what we do. I mean, she's got her style, he's got his style, and Mark's got his style, and it just clicks, man. So it's rarely difficult if we wanted to do something totally different off the wall. Yeah. Hey, I think you'll sound good doing this song. Hey, you'll sound good doing that song. You know what I'm saying? And we just click.
So glad she agreed, man, to come aboard, because, like I said, she was that missing piece.
Yeah, exactly.
We were missing. We kept for a long time, man. Let's think of something.
Well, we're thinking about having a female background vocalist. Is what we want to do. But we're like, man, voice. She's too good to be.
She's too good to be a background vocalist.
So she ain't no background singer. I tell you that.
But you know what, man? I'm going to say this. I've met in the last year some background singers. You could take them out of that band and put them in the front of somewhere, and they can do their own singles. They stand out all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen that.
And when you guys are off stage, you said that she's the funny one, right? She's the comedian of the
she's
the group.
Crazy.
But does she sometimes take on the like, hey, y'all ain't doing that? No, yeah, because sometimes females, their motherly instincts kick in regardless.
She's the first one to jump in.
I'm gonna give that role to Papa Mark. That's Papa Bear. Mark.
She's like, hey, let's go do this. I'm like,
Mark goes, man, we got a gig tomorrow. We got to leave.
You guys gotta be up.
That's Mark. That's Mark's job.
So Mark's the
Papa Bear.
He's a logistician, right? He's logistical. He
was in line.
He does everything backwards. He plans backwards. He knows if I gotta have you guys on the road by 10,
we're leaving at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, he'll say 6, so we'll be on time.
Everybody be there at 6.
Shout out to Waco, Texas, man. Shout out to Familia Aguilar Promotions all the way in Arizona, man. What's up? Thank you for tuning in.
Met those guys in Vegas.
Let's see. We want to send $100 towards a benefit. Where can I send it to?
Awesome.
Right on.
I will hit you up after this show. I will send you a message and we'll take care of that for you. Let's see. Go to some of the comments, bro. They were laughing. They're saying, hey, and his name is Richie too, like Richie Valenzuela.
I want to hear a crazy story.
Dale.
I think
we want to hear it. We want to hear
I think I posted this, and if baby girl's watching, I'm gonna call you out, baby girl. But
don't do it.
No, it's really funny. I think I posted it. Some of y'all people that follow me and know this story, but I don't fly. I haven't flown in a long time. It's been years, man, and I'm kind of nervous about flying. And my little girl, she saw Selena and just fell in love with it. She got sad when Selena passed or whatever. So she sees the La Bamba movie and she cried when Richie died and stuff. So we're eating. I go to pick her up and we're eating, and she tells me, "Dad, so you're gonna go to Vegas?" And this right before Vegas, and I'm nervous about the flight already because I just don't like it. She goes, Dad, you're going to fly to Vegas. I said, yeah, I'm going to Vegas. She goes, you're going to drive. I said, no, it's too far to drive. We're going to fly. She goes, Dad. She goes, have you seen La Bamba? I said, yeah, I've seen it.
Messed up.
Then she goes, well, your name's Richie. His name's Richie. You play guitar. He plays guitar. You're flying. He was on a plane. Oh, I was like, really, Avery? You got to do me like that right before? It was like 2 days before we took off.
Hey, don't worry. Stars don't fall out of the sky.
Exactly. And I was like, man. She goes, I'm just playing, Dad. I love you. I was like, right before I get on the plane, really? But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. After the fact, I was like,
yeah, when you got home safe, you're like, all right.
It would have been great
until I get home.
It would have been great if you'd have said she made you a talisman and she put it on your thing. Says, it only works if you believe in it.
But I think she was messing with me, and yeah, she did a prayer for me. So thank me, I'm here.
There you go.
I'm back.
In living color. Yeah. If you could tell, it's one of my favorite movies. You just look behind me, and you'll be able to tell that it's one of my favorite movies.
Man, that movie's dope though.
Blood in, blood out.
That was you like that movie?
Yeah, man, I was in it, bro. Yeah.
You'll recognize him. He was
I was one of the cholos, right? I'll just be like, nah.
I was about to say, for real, no, I'm gonna pull it up tomorrow and I'm gonna find the part that you.
I was cholo number 2.
He was Popeye. You don't remember Popeye? That was this guy was Popeye.
Oh man,
there's a big drug deal going down.
You sound just like him, dog.
I look just like him, bro. When I take my braids out, my hair's everywhere.
You look like Popeye.
It's Popeye right there.
With red chones and everything.
Hey, it's funny you say that. Totally off the wall subject. You remember the girl in that movie, the one where Benjamin Bratt that's Blood In Blood Out, where he's undercover, and the chick, the chola, is like, he's a cop, and he pulls not the older lady, but like her daughter, the younger one. Yeah. You know who that lady was married to? I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Oh.
She was married to Mr. Miyagi.
Really? Pat
Morita, yeah.
Wow.
They got married. He passed away, but they were married.
Wow, man.
That's crazy.
It was one of those clickbait things. I just kept going into Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I hate those damn things, man. Speaking of social media, man, how do you guys feel about well, not really social media. How do you feel about internet radio? What's your take on internet radio?
I love it, man. I mean, it's hard. How do you say? But to get, it's just more publicity that you get. More ways that people can listen to you. A lot of people are doing streaming these days. A lot of people are going to just straight up listening to.
I think this is the way of the future,
it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, big shout out to all the radio stations, whether they're internet or,
and they're pumping them LaDezz songs.
Yeah, keep pumping them LaDezz songs.
Pump the Tejano songs, everything. Man. It's a great.
But anything that's pushing our music, man, is a good thing. I think. I don't see any bad.
I don't think it hurts.
Yeah, man.
What kills me, man, is when you get the artist in here and you're like, man, what kills me is just, the streaming part. As a fan, you really don't understand. Like back in the day, musicians in the 80s and 90s were making a killing off of CD sales, album sales, and now it's like you stream a song, they get like 0.000000001 of a penny. Yeah. Per stream, and it's just what I mean. It's kind of.
Well, that's why I think Mark came up with the idea to sell it on our brand on our
website
before we.
So we can't find LaDezz.
You can now on it. To me, it's just like if you watch a movie at a movie theater, and you can only get it there. At that time when it's fresh and it's new. And then you go and you can get the DVD and you can go get it, stream it on your devices. So when he came up with that idea, I said, man, that makes sense. You cut the middleman out because, yes, they do. They get all the money. I mean, the guy that owns Spotify, I heard he's like a billionaire, man. Just taking that money.
Take this shirt off. Let's get it all hot in here.
You know what I'm saying?
You get, it's the lights, bro. Yeah. And if I turn on the fan, it's going to sound like we're in a helicopter.
Oh, if I take my sweater off right here, then my butt's going to come on. Everybody going to see I got tattoos everywhere. I love Mark.
Hey, if you guys have any questions, there was a question I wanted to ask. Richie, what is there somebody that you would love to collab with, like an artist that's out there that you would love to like maybe
in this genre or just any
genre, man, in any genre.
Man, that's a hard question because there's so many great artists that I think are just geniuses, man. But that is a hard question for me because I just like the type of music I listen to. Everything like Bruno Mars, man. If we could collaborate with Bruno Mars, or
I know y'all play that one all the time. That one's badass when y'all play that one.
He's just a good musician, man. I think he's a great songwriter and a great artist, man. And I was just like, man, sitting back, I was like, dude, there's just these young cats that are coming out too, man. I think we were even talking about doing something with Shelly, man.
She's the collab queen.
Yeah, man. Something cool. It'd have to be real cool, but in this genre, I would say Shelly, man, and maybe even Ruben Ramos, man. I mean, these cats have been around for a while, and there's some young talent out there, and then I know they don't get maybe the same play that some of the more how would I say it, the more advanced artists are, mm-hmm. that have been established more and longer, that have been in the game for so long. And to find that music, and I go down the rabbit hole, and I'm bad with band names or people, and I'll hear a song, I'm like, man, who sings that? And I'll go down the rabbit hole, and it's you got to go down there, do some research, and there's a lot of Tejano that's good. There's some mediocre stuff, but there's some Tejano that's great. Some new stuff that you probably won't ever hear because they won't. Because
it was the number 6 or number 7.
Right.
It was this guy. It was a number 6 or number 7 track of an album.
Exactly.
But what? It's funny that you say like Mark's about putting out the music. You guys hold on to it for a little bit, make your money, and then as it gets older, then you go ahead and release it. When you guys do albums, do you do like a lot of artists now, they do the whole release one single at a time. They don't ever just release the album. You just do one song and one song and one song, and then now we'll release the whole
that's
album.
How we did the CD we got it. Now we started recording, and then we'd release it and put it out, because everything is so digital, man. It's digital platforms. Until you get those real people that some of them just like, where's the CD at? I don't even know if they put CDs in cars anymore, man. Everything is auxiliary.
It's going to,
and it's just going to the little chip and the Bluetooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're like, well, does anybody listen to CDs? Really? I mean, I don't own I don't.
Your mother listens to CDs.
I don't own the CD
older people listen to CDs.
Yeah.
Because they have the. It's like the people who collected LPs, like records back in the day. Like,
still collect
you know what I mean?
The vinyl.
The vinyl. Digital, yes, you can hear it whenever you want, wherever you want. But some people like it because it's a collecting thing. Like I have something. You know what I mean? I can hold on to the artwork, the CD, the things, the photos that were on the inside. You fold it out and. The lyrics, you remember we used to get a CD and it'd be like, hell yeah, this one has the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of all this mumbo jumbo stuff.
You didn't have to write them down.
Yeah, you didn't have to write them down.
Listen
Pause.
to it, write it down.
Write it again. Pause.
Shout out to my primo. Eddie, he'd write them songs down, primo.
But yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
But that's how we did ours. We put it out single by single, and then we threw it all on the CD. And then now it's on
the thing. Well, my question when you walked out was, is there somebody out there that you would love to collab with?
Oh man, there's so many people, man. Honestly,
it doesn't have to be Tejano. It could be whatever. Like, what would be your dream collab, bro? What would be your dream collab, and what would be your more realistic collab?
Oh man,
you're on the spot. Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, no, damn. I didn't know this question was coming, or I would have been prepared. I got to think about that, man, because there's so many people that we got some collabs coming up, man. You
don't have to spill the beans here, but I'll take it if you do. Yeah,
maybe the next time. But
David, have you ever? Okay, we'll take the pressure off of you. That question.
We'll put a pin in that.
Have you ever got off the stage and been approached by, other people and say, hey man, you know what? We'd like to maybe have you in this group, an R&B kind of group or anything like that. Has that ever happened to you?
A couple times I've had some people throw me some business cards, man. Like, hey, give me a call, but I'm happy, man. I'm happy with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I never sought it out, or went looking for anything else, besides.
I want to go back to a moment that happened this year that I saw a couple of thousand people just sit there and take their beer and just chug the shit out of it, and it was to you.
Really?
It was Jay Pettis Under the Bridge. Under the Bridge this year. It was Fanfare or it was Fiesta?
I believe it was Fanfare.
It was Fanfare, right? Fanfare. And Jay's Jay Pettis. I mean, the guy's the voice. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna take away anything from Jay Pettis. This guy is a Tejano icon, a Tejano legend. But he took a step back. He walked back. He's like, hey man, I wanna bring out my boy. I want to introduce my boy David. He's been with me, on and off or whatever. I forgot what he said.
Yeah.
But then you sang Tennessee Whiskey. It was Tennessee Whiskey you sang. Bro, I just seen people like they were freaking out. You know what I mean? If you've never seen LaDezz and know that you had that voice, I just want to keep saying it over because it was for me as a fan, it was amazing to see. The crowd was just like, "A la madre, dude! Like, is this dude really singing, bro?" And then you're not even the main singer. You're the background singer, backup singer. You know what I mean? And it's just amazing to see. I just want to tell the fans that if you were part of the 1,000 that were there, you got to enjoy the song that you guys got to hear earlier. But for the people who had never seen them before, it was just it was a great feeling to see people just like in awe and chugging those beers down, bro. When you were jamming out,
there was a show in Houston, Texas. We did some church festival, man. It was LaDezz and Jay, and so we opened up, and after that we got off stage. Jay goes over to Mark and David. He says, "Hey man, y'all mind coming jumping on stage with me and doing the background vocals with me?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll do it." So man, if anybody's seen them back in the days with Jay, man, that was like the band. He still has a dope band. Grill. But it's like they never missed a beat. That gave me chills, man, just watching them like old times.
They went up there they just got off the stage yesterday with them.
Right, exactly. Like they never missed a beat. It was just right on,
riding
man.
A bike,
and I think one time he showed me they recorded it live. They gave him the audio, and he's like, "Man, you got it." Jay told me, "You got to hear the audio, bro. You got to hear." I said, "Man, I seen it on." Of course, it don't sound the same when you see it on like
somebody records it on YouTube or something. Yeah, of course not.
It doesn't say. He goes, "No, bro, I got the audio. I'm gonna send it to you." And Jay, you're out there, man. Send me that audio, bro. I want to hear it.
He sent it to us, but I don't know.
It was bad, man. It was a bad show, dude. It's like they never left him, man. It was like boom, instant. And Jay never does the same riff, so they were right on him. They were boom right there. It sounded
right
bad.
there.
It was all. I just wanted to point that out because that was one dope show, man.
I learned a lot from Jay, man. A lot. He's still teaching me. Little dog, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like pulling me aside, say, "Hey, man, do this." It's just it's a beautiful thing.
He was there when we recorded.
To be a mentor,
Exactly. What was the song? He was there when we recorded. Quedo Yo Sufriendo. He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah, mentoring him and yeah, man, it was dope.
Get out, get out. Come here, get out.
He's like, "Little dog, do it."
You're doing it all wrong.
Do you guys remember where you were when Mark Gill called you guys and told you, "Hey man, David Lee said, I'm gonna be the man. I'm gonna be the lead singer of the Musicales, man." Yeah,
I remember.
I think I was here. I was in
I was with Jay, man, and he was like, "Man, I'm out," and I'm like, "He's a beast." I'm like, "You son of a."
It was back in 2000.
But man,
I think it was back 2000.
It was about 2000.
2000 to 2000.
He did his thing, man, with DOG, man, and I was so proud of him, man. He kicked ass, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a monster.
We're just talking about some of the songs he did with him, man. Me and Rob were chilling, man, and we're like, golly, man.
He's music, man. We had Cess out here. I've had him multiple times. And he said something that stayed in the back of my head. He's like, when you play with David Lee, you got to know that eventually you're going to be replaced. right? Like that's David Lee's. Like I mean, you had
university,
Ram,
man. Yeah.
Emilio, Jay,
Godfather
Markel,
right there, man.
you know, Oscar G, like all the people that he's had sing, and whoever the next singer is, they have to sing the songs from before. That's not easy.
All of them.
Yeah, no, well, all of. I mean, well, at least the hits,
At
like
least
the hits.
most of them.
You know what I mean?
From
And you have to. Do you mimic it? Do
The
you
Bible.
the Bible.
the Bible? Do you mimic it, or do you
Well, I-
do your own thing?
I think if you do mimic it, man, it doesn't come out. If you do it the way you're gonna do it, that's true to yourself. Then I believe in that. But if you try,
But you can't please everybody, man.
yeah, exactly.
No. But where I'm going is like, Mark L is a hard one
Oh yeah.
for somebody to come after, and try. He had his own unique, own unique sound with David Lee. And what about you? Where were you at? You were here.
I was here in San Antonio, man, and I think he had sat down with me and he goes, "Man, I tried out." He goes, "I'm gonna do it." I was like, "No, for real." I thought he was messing with me at first, but we were at the house, man. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go with David Lee." I was like, "Hell yeah, man!" I was
I said,
excited.
"You're gonna wear the hat."
Hey, no, that's my next question. Like, so did he do the audition in boots?
No, I don't know, bro. I just know that he was excited about it, and
Yeah, man.
you know, he was like,
So you had
"Man,
to
I'm
take
gonna
him
do it."
Western wear shopping.
Yeah, he had to get the boots.
He did
and
his
the-
own thing too, though, man. He don't think he wore a hat.
No, I know. Never,
He
I
didn't
never
tuck
seen
his
one.
shirt in around. Like, man, no. As far as I go.
Nah,
I don't know, dude. We got some DLG people in the house. They'll tell you he don't play around. The uniform is a uniform. Can
Yeah, boss. That's
Yeah.
the boss.
I
boss
never-
man said.
Boss man said, tuck your shirt in, damn it.
But see, if y'all
tuck your
look
shirt
back,
in, you
here,
hippie.
I don't want y'all to look back, but if y'all ever look back, we had back in the El
Oh,
Barrio
man.
Band days, we had the hat and the cowboy gear and the
Yeah,
boots.
they look like
man.
George Strait.
Yeah, looking like a little Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
I got him right now. You
Uh-huh.
ready? So we've been asking you to sing and stuff. Well, Richie, you brought up something earlier, man. It's just been it's been hanging on, man. It's been hanging on the back of my head.
What's that? Oh man,
So
I
you're-
can't do that because it's.
Your first love.
Oh.
But if I do, it, see, this is what it is. Y'all gonna have to. Y'all gonna have.
He doesn't even know where I'm
No,
going. He already
I
knows
know
where
it's
I'm
gonna-
going.
You're going to have to bleep
You're gonna
out
have to bleep up
single
every
word.
other word because man, it
And
was.
if your Tia's watching this show,
Yeah.
No.
turn it
I'm
off
gonna
right
do
now.
it.
Tia, you're cool,
Yeah.
right? She said she's cool. She just gave me a thumbs up. She's good.
Let's earmuff it.
No,
Puro this, puro that.
I had a country guy. I had a country artist here in the seat you were in. My first country artist, and he sat here and he's like, I mean, country twang, country music, everything. I said, bro, what was your first love of music? You've always been a. He said, if I tell you, you won't believe me. And I'm like, what was? He goes, I love NWA, I love Ice Cube, like I love Snoop, like. And I'm looking at this guy,
You will believe.
white guy, and I'm like, bro, are you being serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, I used to spit bars.
Yeah.
And I said, oh shit, stop right now. Wacky Wednesday, say no more. Right? On the spot, you gotta throw some bars.
Man,
and he
I'm
did.
not-
He did, bro. He started, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Filthy Rich.
No, man, I don't want to.
So
Like,
that was his name.
That was his
Filthy
name,
Rich.
Filthy
My-
Rich.
my baby's watching. I can't do that. I can't. I know they heard worse.
I
but,
tried,
man.
bro. I tried to get
Well,
him.
you know what? We'll do it again, man. We'll come a little more prepared.
More
We'll
prepared.
have some songs, and maybe Markel will bring the keyboards, and we'll set some stuff up, man. And
We'll set up the other way.
see,
We'll
man.
get the whole band in here. We'll fit
Yeah,
everybody in here.
yeah, man.
We'll
do it right.
get it. So to my fans, that you know, you guys wanted to hear a little more because lately it's just been. Matter of fact, he was here for the 4-hour show. And it was song after song after song and drink after drink after drink. No, man. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming on here and just kind of like just sharing a little bit about who you guys are, because somebody could just come across this page and see it like LaDezz. Like, I've heard their song, but I've never seen them.
Yeah.
Like maybe they just they know the name, they know the what's the one song y'all did where you mentioned it earlier. I know the song, but I don't know the name of the song.
Last single we put out, I think, right?
Which one?
Me quedo sufriendo.
Yeah.
No,
No.
the one before.
Siempre contigo.
Regresa.
Regresa.
Yeah, I think it's Regresa.
That
Yeah.
came out in 1952.
No, but
No, actually, that
no, it's not. It's the one. It's the one you said that she was writing.
Oh, Amar Tata.
yeah, Amar and
Yeah,
Lisa
I'm
wrote,
Amar en Total. That song,
yeah.
dude. I had that
Yeah.
song on replay.
That's a
My wife's
badass
like,
song.
yeah, it's already been 4 times. Just one more. And we're going on the road. Just one more. Let me hear it one more time.
There was a mom that they posted her little. They were in the car and the little seat. The little girl was in the back seat, saying word for word that whole song, man. This little girl, I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's
How does that
amazing.
make you guys feel when you see
Man,
stuff like that?
I was like, Tejano's not dead, man. It was kids, man. I mean, the kids that are getting back into it. It's like it made me feel proud that dang, that's.
I'm glad you said that, Richie, because before we end the show, like I always like to talk again about our music, our culture, and you guys are a big part of that. Whether you believe it, whether you know that or not, you know what I mean. You guys, like you said, you're not up there wearing a cowboy hat. You know what I'm saying? This guy's got braids.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you bring a whole different realm, but it's still part of our culture. It's who we are. And like social media lately, like I've made friends with so many the TikTokers. There's some they're the Tejano TikTok royalty. There's like 5 or 6 of them, and they get so much hate. This is the part that people don't see is they get a lot of hate from people. Like, bro, you're so stupid, or girl, stop doing that. Like nobody wants to see you singing along to a song or doing karaoke. What I do. I want to see it. I want to hear it. And you know what it does is it keeps our music, like,
Keeps it relevant.
Rick Valderrama has a, Tejano ain't dead, baby, right?
Yeah.
And I agree with that. I've said this 100 times on my shows. My thing is, as Wacky Wednesday doesn't have the word Tejano in it, but people know they associate it with Tejano music a lot because all the musicians, is I like to keep the music, your guys' music. Anybody, the word is relevant.
Yeah.
And I think the TikTokers, they do that. They're keeping that music, whether they're singing along to an old song that we all love to hear, right? Or they're singing a new song.
Yeah.
People are scrolling through and they're like, hey man, this girl is 23, 24 years old. Like, it's not a 50-year-old lady singing a song drunk with a bottle of tequila.
Right.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're 50 drinking a bottle of tequila, keep doing it. Keep jamming that.
Yeah.
But
Big shout out to all the TikTokers, man. Yeah, man. I mean, they're doing it, man. They're doing a hell of a job, man. Supporting.
But
it.
us
And
as
like you said, man.
like me as a parent, man, my daughters are around it, and they're 10, 8, and 9, and of course it started. My daughter she saw that movie Selena, and that's what brought her into the Tejano. It wasn't me, and then she started asking questions. Well, Dad, let me hear your songs, and let me hear Elida, and let me hear, she started getting into the music, and she listens to it, and sometimes like me, she don't know all the names of the, she doesn't put the faces with the
names of, who they are,
But I'll catch her and she's listening to the Tejano music, and I'm like, man, I'm proud of that, man.
Like,
that
yes.
She's come in her generation, she's gonna show it to her friends, and her friends are gonna listen to what she listens. I mean, it made me proud. Like, man, okay, Mija's on her own,
I really push that, man. I really push that. If you're a parent out there, don't just put on the music because you see those memes or you see the videos of like when Chente comes on in the morning, or some like hardcore cumbias, and it's a Saturday morning or Sunday morning. You know what time it is. If you're a kid, it means you're gonna get your ass up. You're gonna clean the house. You're gonna, you know what I mean. You gotta get stuff. Hey, mom's up and moving around. Don't. Yeah, everybody's up. You're gonna be doing. And I think a lot of people associate. They remember the music from that.
Yeah.
Let's go beyond that. Like, let's go beyond your tios around the barbecue pit. Smoking a brisket or whatever, cooking some chicken or whatever, and that's the music, and they're drinking beer. Let's go beyond that.
Yeah.
Put it in your car as you're driving to school in the morning. Put it on a Tejano station. If you don't have one in your area, put it on the app. Yeah. There's so many apps out there, man.
Keep it alive.
And keep it alive, dude. So just keep that in mind, man. It really helps keeping the young people in our music, and it helps you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
it does.
it's relevant. You know what I'm saying?
It does, man. So thank you for all the people who support it, and everybody who's just doing their part. You know what I'm saying? We're all doing our part, and we're all living the dream that we want. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing about it, man. So thank you to all the fans. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate all the love that we get from everybody. And that's wholeheartedly, man. Thank you so much for everything.
You're still getting so many messages from Milwaukee. You guys put on a great show, man.
It was crazy. Thank you guys for so much up there, man.
And there was these guys. Hey, the guys that were out there in the rain, man. There was people out in the rain. I mean, it came down. Boom.
Yeah, they were still in the
We're
rain.
like in the mid set, man. They stayed
there,
just,
man.
man. I
So-
was like, wow, it was crazy.
And so if they stay, that means you got to keep singing, right?
Yeah,
They
they say we're gonna stay. We're gonna
man.
do our thing. He was getting rained on too.
Yeah.
Because he's up in the front, and all of a sudden the wind shifted and bang. Like, what?
Get shot.
You're gonna get shocked. Here it comes. It's coming.
I'll put the mic
It's
up.
It
coming.
was a shocking experience.
No, man. And then before I go, guys, I want to say bye to you guys, but I want to say it the right way. And I wouldn't be, I wouldn't do this guy. I picked up a new sponsor. So Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, it's going.
Yeah, man.
I picked up a new sponsor. So my new sponsor, before I let everybody go, is this guy right here. Check out this cool, funny video here.
Let's be real. I'm not a cowboy. And I don't even need a hammer to destroy the insurance companies. I'm just a hardworking attorney that fights for your rights. Here at the Reese Law Firm, we're dedicated to excellence and we never give up. If you need a fighter to defend your rights, call us 832-744-8650. We can help.
So if you're looking for a lawyer, it's just not in Houston. It was awkward, right? Where it's all quiet in here. If you're looking for a lawyer, man, hit up my buddy El Abogado Alberto Ruiz. If you're looking for an injury attorney, immigration attorney, family attorney, he will take care of you, man. He's a good man. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Maybe next time we'll get the whole band in here.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And we
We'll set it
can
up.
do a little jam session and talk to we can see who really talks the most shit with everybody.
Yeah, let's get 'em in here.
in the house, man. To the fans, again, if this is the first time you're friends with Richie or David, and you just they shared it today, and you're like, man, who is this chunky old Mexican over here talking on the microphone? Again, my name is Bumper Gomez, and I do this every single Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. The show is called Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, man.
If you missed tonight's show and you don't want to go back on Facebook and scroll and find it, I do have a YouTube channel. You can like, subscribe, and share to it. All the episodes, if you want to see other episodes, other interviews with great artists, great Tejano artists, you can find me on Bumper Gomez on YouTube, and all the videos on there. This video will be on there tonight, if not by tomorrow morning. Make sure you guys check it out. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for coming
Thanks for having us.
and giving me your Wednesday evening. Thanks for driving.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
I mean,
good, man.
thank you guys for driving all the way from Abilene.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. You want to give any shout outs, dude, before we end the show?
Just a quick shout out to mom and dad, mom and pop out there watching the girls. Everybody from San Antonio, surrounding areas, and definitely Fallstown TX, man. We love you, and hopefully we'll be home soon. We'll catch a show this weekend if you're in the area. We have a show tomorrow, of course, Social Spot.
That's right.
Also, we have Saturday in DeSoto, Texas, and then we have Sunday in Round Rock. So if you're around those areas, man, come and have a cold beer with us and enjoy some live music.
That's right, man. My beautiful babies, my children, man, I love you so much. You know me, I'm real private, but want to send a big shout out to my kids, my parents, Jete, I love you, love everybody. Thank y'all so much, and all the Tejano fans, man. Thank y'all so much. Milwaukee,
Tejano children.
Tejano childrens of the world, man.
As Marquez was
As
saying.
Marquez would say, thank y'all so much, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the blessings that all the prayers that when we're on the road. I see a lot of that on Facebook. Be safe where you're at. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to us, guys. And we'll see you soon.
Hell yeah. Again, man, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Tune in next week. Next week, my guest in the studio is going to be, I know I said this last week, but we had some. Demi's been going through a. She's been sick, so we give her time to get a little bit better. But Demi Garcia will be here. She'll be here in the studio to talk about what she's got going on, and she's an amazing artist, niece of the legendary Elisa Garcia.
Yes,
so
she's amazing. She's amazing.
She'll be here, and make sure you guys tune in next week, next Sunday at 7:30. You guys have a great evening. Thank you guys for joining us. Another episode in the book. Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Y'all have a great weekend.